What if the device you are holding right now is actually a prehistoric relic? Right now, a silent evolution is stripping away your physical world, preparing your mind for a permanent digital integration that you can never truly turn off. Imagine a world where the very concept of a handheld device feels ancient. We are currently living through the final gasp of the physical interface era. The glass rectangles we carry are merely training wheels for what comes next. Your brain is being conditioned to crave a constant stream of external data. But what happens when the stream moves from your palm to your cortex? This is not science fiction. It is the inevitable destination of our trajectory. By the year 2100, the car of your mind will have arrived. A cognitive augmented reality that navigates your every waking and sleeping thought. You will no longer look at the world. You will look through it. The barrier between the self and the network is about to vanish forever. Look at your phone right now and realize how deeply it owns you. It is the first thing you see at dawn and the last at night. We have already outsourced our memories, our directions, and our very social worth. The smartphone was the prototype for a much more invasive, permanent integration. We are addicted to the dopamine loop that these small plastic bricks provide. But the bottleneck is the physical screen and the slow human hand. Technology demands efficiency, and your clumsy fingers are currently the slowest link. The corporations know that the next logical step is to bypass the eyes. They want to speak directly to your neurons without any hardware in between. We are moving toward a state of total, uninterrupted, and invisible connectivity. Observe how the interface has shrunk from desktops to pockets over decades. The next reduction takes the hardware inside the very fabric of your body. Is it a tool if you can never actually put it down? We are building a cage of convenience that we will never want to leave. The current smartphone is merely a gateway drug for the neural interface. Every notification you answer is a vote for your own digital obsolescence. Your attention is the currency, and the bank is moving inside your skull. Can you feel the phantom vibration in your leg even when silent? That is your nervous system already attempting to merge with the silicon machine. The transition is nearly complete, and most of us haven't even noticed. We used to look up at the stars to find our way home. Now, we look at a blue dot on a digital map instead. Our internal compass has been replaced by an algorithm we do not understand. We are becoming passengers in our own lives, guided by hidden digital hands. The era of the smartphone is ending. The sentient age is beginning. Your device knows what you want before you have even thought of it. Predictive text is slowly becoming predictive living in a world of data. Is a choice still yours if it was calculated by a server farm? We are trading our free will for the comfort of never being wrong. The next century will see the final bridge built between silicon and soul. By 2060, the physical phone will be considered a clunky, primitive artifact. Smart contact lenses will be the first step in painting over reality. You will see navigation lines on the pavement and names above faces. The world will become a giant, interactive menu that you can't escape. Physical advertisements will be replaced by personalized hallucinations tailored only for you. Your reality will be a custom-made filter designed to keep you consuming. We are building the car, cognitive augmented reality, one software update at a time. Soon, the contact lenses will give way to direct neural lace. Why look at a projection when you can feel the data directly? In 2080, the first generation of connected humans will be born. They will never know what it is like to be truly alone. Their minds will be part of a global, instantaneous hive of information. Language will become obsolete as we share thoughts and emotions directly. But who owns the servers that host your most intimate feelings? Imagine a world where your memories can be edited or deleted remotely. The car system will optimize your happiness by filtering out your trauma. You will live in a perpetual state of curated, synthetic bliss. The price for this utopia is the total surrender of your privacy. By 2100, the concept of an individual will be a historical curiosity. We will be nodes in a vast planetary-scale computer called society. Your physical body will become a secondary vessel for your digital self. The 2100 car is not a vehicle for travel, but for existence. It transports your consciousness through a world of pure, unadulterated data. You will be able to visit Paris while sitting in a windowless room. The smell of rain and the touch of a hand will be simulated perfectly. When reality is indistinguishable from simulation, which one will you choose? Most will choose the one where they are the hero of their story. The car will give you everything you want, but nothing you need. We are evolving into a species that lives entirely within its own mind. The physical world will be left to decay while we thrive in neon. Think about the power of the company that controls your very perception. If they can change what you see, they can change what you believe. Democracy cannot survive in a world where everyone lives in a different reality. Truth will become a premium subscription service that very few can afford. The car system will be the ultimate tool of social and mental control. Rebels will be those who choose to live in the offline world. But the offline world will be harsh, cold, and desperately lonely. Most will find the digital warmth too seductive to ever truly leave. We are walking into the matrix with our eyes wide open. By 2100, the last human who remember the before will be gone. What is left of our identity when every thought is a data point? Your personality will be a curated set of features sold to the highest bidder. The car will know your fears and use them to keep you compliant. This is the dark side of innovation that we refuse to acknowledge. We are building a god so we can stop being human ourselves. Is it evolution if we lose the ability to think for ourselves? The future is not about flying cars or bases on the moon. It is about the quiet colonization of the human mind by technology. Every accept click is a brick in the wall of our prison. We are voluntarily entering a state of total, permanent digital surveillance. But perhaps this was always the destiny of the human species, and to create something greater than ourselves and then dissolve into it. We are the caterpillar, and the car is the digital butterfly. It is beautiful, it is terrifying, and it is absolutely inevitable. What will you do with your final years of physical freedom? Will you resist the integration, or will you welcome the silence? The choice feels real now, but soon it will be automated. Sleep well tonight, while your mind is still entirely your own. Because by 2100, even your dreams will belong to the network. The screen is dying. Long live the new, invisible, eternal God.